It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Wild Horse Brewing Company in North Wales. Importantly, my first ever beer from Wild Horse Brewing Company. This is their Buckskin lager, coming in at 4.5% ABV. I really like the look of the can, 440ml can. Nice artwork on it. I was kind enough to be sent this beer. I had an email from Rob Evans from North Wales, and he said he'd been watching the channel and thank you for kind of all you've done during lockdown and the Stone Crow virtual pub. And he said, so thank you, I'd like to send you some beers. And I was like, absolutely fantastic. So he sent me something from Polly's. He also sent me something from Purple Moose Brewing Company. So thanks, Rob. On we go with the beer review. A little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. I really like trying beers from new breweries. It gets to showcase the brewery on YouTube. I mean, there's other people, of course, uploading videos to YouTube, and I bet there's videos of Wild Horse Brewing Company beers on YouTube. But I like to do my part as well. I like to get involved and show off. I mean, I'm saying it's a new brewery. They might have been around for a few years. It's just being a South Walian, I've never had an opportunity to try their beers. So, beer in the glass, and even from this distance here, it's got a lovely... It's a mixture between a traditional lager aroma and more of a kind of a new world lager flavour coming through. Nice haziness, lovely haziness coming through, good levels of carbonation on the beer. Hazy straw coloured beer with a 1 to 2 finger white head. Yeah, it looks decent. Looks decent. Now let's get that all important aroma. Oh, that smells fantastic. Oh, that is on point. That is fabulous. A lovely... Again, I'm going to stick with my initial thoughts. That lovely kind of combination of new world and old world in this aroma of this lager. Slight sweetness coming through as well. It's stinging nettle, and then at the same time there's a little bit of lemon flavour coming through. Smells a little bit like a Helles lager. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's very good. Yeah, I'm going to go Helles. I'm going to go Helles. The reason I'm going Helles is there's a beautiful balance between the sweetness. The beer is quite sweet. It's quite a sweet lager. And then there's a little bit of bitterness on the back end. So that would suggest to me not Pilsner. Not Pilsner. Definitely more of a Helles. So a Helles, if you like, if I can talk very simply to you, it's like a dialed back Pilsner. It's got all the wonderful, crisp drinkability of a Pilsner, but it lacks that Pilsner bitterness. And Helles lager, German style lager, has, for me, been the star of the show for the last 2 years. And I'm firmly predicting that Helles lager is going to be a major player in world brewing as a beer style for the next 10 years. Easily. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Flavour wise, the crisp wafer-like malts are coming through at the beginning. Then you get a definite kind of lemon, new world feel about it. With a lovely rounded bitterness. It's a really lovely rounded bitterness to this beer. Well put together lager, that. Really well put together lager. Yeah, my first beer from Wild Horse Brewing Company. I'd like to try some more. This is good. Buckskin is our core Pilsner. Okay, I'll take it back. They called it a Pilsner. I think personally, on a personal level, it's more like a Helles lager than a Pilsner. If it wanted to be a Pilsner, I think it needs to have more bitterness to it. So yeah, I'll start again. Buckskin is our core Pilsner style lager, brewed with Czech hops, crisp, floral and refreshing. And there's a bit of Welsh language on the back as well, saying the same thing in Welsh. Unfiltered, unpasteurised beer, stored cold for freshness, vegan friendly. They're based in Llandudno. Absolutely cool. wildhorsebeer.co.uk. That's a look at them. That is a look at them. Okay, so it's interesting. It's interesting what the brewer perceives this to be and what I perceive this to be. I find that like a really interesting talking point, because I'm going to stick to my guns here. I'm going to say Helles. It just doesn't have the bitterness for me of a Pilsner. But boy, is it refreshing. Boy, isn't it refreshing. That is a super refreshing beer. Have a look at the beer now as I roll it round in the glass. Great carbonation. Great look to the beer. I mean, this is beer garden heaven. I imagine there's some wonderful pubs up in Llandudno. And when the sun comes out and you're sitting there on your beer bench with a couple of people around you, enjoying the sunshine and chatting away on a Saturday, Sunday afternoon. I bet this goes down a real treat. I bet it really does. It's a well-made lager. A really well-made lager. And it's only my point of view. It's only my opinion. It's the brewer's opinion that it's a Pilsner. It's my opinion that it's more of a Helles lager. But what I will agree on is that it is great beer. It's great beer, this. It's I've been to the Czech Republic. I've been to Germany. I've drunk many a Pilsner Helles lager. And if you handed this to me in Germany, snuck it out your bag or something and poured it cold into my glass and said, yeah, here's a German or a Czech beer, I would be completely convinced it was German or Czech. It is that good. The quality is that good. So I'm ready to rate it. I'm ready to rate this one. Wild Horse Brewing Company's Buckskin Lager. First beer from them. Thank you very much to Rob for sending. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 beer from Real Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.